This is Channing Humphrey back with you again for another riveting episode of Semi Pro Life presented to you by, presented to you by Semi Pro Live. Today we got a special treat for you. We're gonna have Preston Paulson and I have Carter Anderson. Both Revolutions players. You can see them on the field near you on a Saturday, and also former Edge indoor. Well, hey, the league folded. I don't know what the hell the name of that league was. Former Mesquite League moved to South Dallas. And we're going to talk to him about a couple of different subjects. First, everybody always wants to know the history of the players, how they got to where they are, and what brought you up to the present moment of them, one of our young players on the precipice of being on the Revolution, and Preston, who's been on the Revolution for the entire season. So first, Preston, you made the Revolution pretty easy. Was this your first try?
Yeah, it was my first shot.
On your first shot, and now we don't know where the hell you came from. So I know I don't. It's like I started looking at this picture. Okay, congratulations. He made it. I don't know where he was at. So go ahead and tell us, man, a little bit more about where you came from as far as your neighborhood, city, and your high school, and then let us know all the different semi-pro organizations you've been a part of.
Yeah, man. I had a wild story growing up, man. Just basically grew up in Mesquite, Texas, and then moved out to Terrell. Went to high school out in Terrell. Graduated from Terrell 2011. From there, went to Commerce, Texas A&M Commerce. Then, college was crazy because I was just all over the place, like mentally, as far as like I felt like I should be on the field, but I just wasn't patient. That's my main downfall. Was my main downfall was I wasn't patient. So ended up transferring to San Antonio UIW down there, and then stayed a semester. Ended up coming back to Commerce due to an ex. Puppy love. Yeah, man. And
She was bad.
yeah, man. Then I went up to Canada from there. Went to University of Saskatchewan, and then transferred again to University of Regina in Regina, Saskatchewan, and then from there came back Texas. Yeah. Regina with an R. With an R.
No V.
And so I came back, and I was about to give up on football just because of how things went out politically up there. So I was about to just give up. But I started working, and I was like, man, this is not me. This ain't for me. So ended up Agent Oliver, who plays for the North Texas Savages, hit me up regarding football team, North Texas Savages, indoor, that he played for. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and check it out, see what's up. I went out there. It's kind of funny story. The night before, I had cracked one of my contacts, trying to take it out, put it in the case. I cracked it. And I was like, oh, man, I got one contact going in. And then the next morning, I was putting it in my eye, and it fell out into the drain. So I'm like, oh, man. So now I'm out there blind. I can barely see and whatnot. And so, I went out to the tryout, and it was nothing but God. God got me. Ended up getting like 7 interceptions and whatnot, sign right there or whatever. And then played the season, had a good season. Was going to the season again this year with them, but ended up getting the opportunity to play with the Revs and took that. And here I am now, playing with the Revs.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that you dropped that contact down the drain, because if you'd had one, that would have messed up your depth perception. You would have been able to see how close the ball was to your face. So, it all worked out for the best. But, Carter, man, let me know a little bit more about your history, your career, and where the hell you came from. I always imagined that you were ridiculed. You came from like a dark alley somewhere where you was raised by wolves and grew up drinking malt liquor and barbecued chicken and you had to fight over it every day, and that's why you got all this in your chest. But you know what I'm saying? Where'd you come from, and tell us a little bit more about your semi-professional career before you got to your time where you're almost about to start playing with the refs.
All right, so Carter. So I started. Grew up in between Oak Cliff and South Dallas, and had a bunch of family. It was 13 of us in one house, and grew up in Oak Cliff. Everybody, all of our family, pretty much stayed together. So it's kind of like you said, it was like the pack of wolves. It was a wolf pack family, and we stuck together. We fought with each other, went to school with each other, everything like that, and. Yeah, for real though. And so it was one of those things to where we literally, me and my family, we made each other tough. Having a bunch of boys, our family is predominantly boys. We don't have a lot of girls in our family, so we blessed whenever a girl come around, you know. So it's like, okay, we finally got one in the family. But just growing up in that household, it taught me a lot. And then from there, my mom, she was back and forth between both of my grandparents. And so after that, we moved to Mesquite. We stayed in Mesquite for a while. I went to elementary called Hanby, and after we left Hanby, which over there in Mesquite, that's where I learned my first fist fight, all that good stuff. So that's where the rah-rah come from, right? Right? Shout out to Mesquite. But
You still allowed to go to Big Town Mall?
I'm still able to. It was in front of the elementary, so I'm good. It was in front of the elementary, so. But after that, my mom, she ended up getting blessed with the opportunity. She had got a good job working out in Frisco, across from the Dr. Pepper Arena, which is funny. And it's a funny story how everything just revolved back to out that way. But we stayed in Richardson. I ended up going to high school and middle school in Richardson. And so during that time, when I started playing football, it was like 6 going into that 7th grade year. And because before that, we was playing in the streets, you know, street ball. Everybody want to play street ball, so it was pretty much concrete backyard. If you get scraped, get up, shake it off.
Or if you had some grass out of bounds.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. Exactly. And so that's really where I got the toughness from. I had a coach named Coach Turner, and Coach Turner, he would always try to get that fire lit under me, and I was just like, man, Coach, bro, I'm going hard, you know. And one day he was like, all right, I got something that's really gonna get you going. So he was like, all right, he called my mama a B, and he was like, just imagine him calling your mama a B. So I was, you know me, I'm like, man, ain't nobody finna talk about my mama. My mama ain't no B. So my homeboy, I'll never forget my homeboy Big Rich. He was lined up across from me, man. Right. But yeah, man, I ended up going head up with one of my homeboys, man, and I ended up hitting him, and my coach was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like I came full fledged like a angry man, and ever since then, man, it just lit me. And so then when I got to high school, went to Richardson High School, we ended up, our team, my sophomore year, pretty much we had everybody on varsity, pretty much. And it was the first time our high school had went to the playoffs in 11 years. So we made history when I went there. And so after that, everybody was getting scholarships left and right. Well, unfortunately, I turned down my scholarship. I had a few offers, turned them down so I could stay at home, take care of my baby girl. My son during that time. I had my son when I was 15, so graduated, persevered through that. A lot of people was like, you know, you're not going to make it, this, and that. But I was like, you know, I got it. We're going to make it. So I ended up making it, and, you know, got blessed with the opportunity to play football. So right after I graduated high school, I had a coach from the DFW Hawks before it was the Warhawks before, not the blue team, but they was red, white, and blue. Yeah, the red, white, and blue. So I got hit up with them. I had went over there in the Lake Highlands area, and I was practicing over there with them for a while. And I was like, this is not really what I thought it would be. So I ended up laying off so I can train more. And then right after that, that's when I got in contact with Coach Christopher Rollins with the Texas Power and Jamal Dean. So shout out to them. Shout out to Texas Power, because that's always my family for life. So glad I can still be with them. Great organization. But they ended up giving me an opportunity to play football, man. And when I came in, well, before then, let me go back. Before the Texas Power hit me up, it was the Louisville Savages. So Coach Lee, I can't say I appreciate him, no matter what the beef between the coaches is, but he brought me in, and he took me under his wing for a while. I played that first year. Right after that, the second year, that's when I met Coach Jamal and Chris at the Texas Power. And, man, ever since there, it's been uphill. And they treated me like I was family. And so it was a great experience. So, yeah, that's Carter in a bottle.
All right, man. So tell us what it was like, man. When did you get the invite to start practicing with the Revolution?
So the invite, when I got the invite, it's been it was a couple of months ago. Yeah, about a couple of months ago, Coach Dixon, one of the line coaches with the Revs, he contacted me, and he was like, "Hey, I went to the tryout," and he was like, pretty much my whole life has been about my size. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the tallest, but I got the oomph. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'm more of your nose guard, running back type dude. So with that, he saw it. He was like, "Man, I like you. I like your aggressiveness. I like the way that you know what I'm saying, you come, you still got that motor no matter what, So he was like, man, he said, just be patient. I got you. I'm gonna make sure that you're able to get in there." And so I'm sitting and I'm like, man, a couple of weeks passed by. I'm like, my boy P, he gone. He already with the Reds. He doing his thing, man. Now I got to play against him. So during this time, I was with the North Texas Savages with Coach Bo Brown. And so while I was with them, man. And Mike Whitfield. Yeah, and Mike Whitfield. Shout out to Coach Whitfield. Exactly. Coach Whitfield, that's my dog. You know him. He like, "What's up, family? What's up, fam bam?" But that's my dog. So I played with them. Got to play against the Revs, and so I'm like, dang, man, I know, man. Why am I not getting called yet? I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah, man, I'm hungry, dog. I'm like, look, he done already told me. He like, man, just be patient. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm hungry, bro. Like, come on, man. So he hit me up not too long after we played them, and he was like, man, can you come to a practice? And I was like, yeah, I'll take the opportunity, most definitely, just so I can show you what I got, And so ever since then, I had started coming to the practice, man, and I've been learning a lot of stuff, and so I'm ready. So whoever get in front of me this year, it's gonna be a problem. No matter if I'm running the ball or if I'm in front of you, I don't care. You can put King Kong in front of me, and I'm like, King Kong, you finna get the blues. Either I'm going down or you going down. So it's gonna be one or the other. But it's win, lose, or draw. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna keep coming back, and I'll bite your foot off. So that's me.
Man, you and Matt Laskin, man. Y'all my boys. I mess with both of y'all. That's because most of the other D linemen is soft, man. But it's all right. But man, more onto football, man. I know this is an unfortunate topic, but just tell me a little bit more about the Edge season, man, and how that was, why it was going, and what information you know about the demise.
All right, so with the Championship Edge Indoor Football League, I can't put it all on Coach Larry. That's one thing I can't do. He been a good guy, you know what I'm saying? So he definitely looked out for his players. He did what he had to do as a coach. As far as the league, one thing I was kind of torn about the fact that they had to meet the city of Dallas requirements, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote off, because that's what people were saying. And the first week we weren't able to play, as in the North Texas Savages. So after the Dallas Trojans game, they played the Texas Regulators. And one of the coaches and the players from the Dallas Trojans had got into it. Chairs started flying, from what I was told. I saw a little bit of it, but the only part I seen was when people was getting carried out. But what they say was there was a city councilman there, and he was watching the games. And once he saw that happen, he was like, no more, because one, the city of Dallas was only covering the Dallas Marshals, not the CEIFL. So with them not covering the CEIFL, that's where it kind of caused a conflict, a conflict of interest. So you don't want the city of Dallas to get fined behind something that they had nothing to do with, And so that's all I can leave it at right there, man, because that's pretty much all I know. But I know that the incident that happened, that transpired, had a little bit to do with it. But there was some other stuff, but that's neither here nor there for me. I don't know what happened, so that's it is what it is.
I was just curious. I was trying to find out for myself. I was gonna be on the Savage. One day I came to the game and we didn't have no game because Jamal went to go play a pro game against Omaha. Then I came back the next week and we ain't had no game because people started fighting. You know what I'm saying? But it's neither here nor there. But before we get ready to go to this first break, man, I just want to go ahead and play some of these clips of you guys. We got some footage of you playing with the Revolution, and we've got some of your footage from the Power. We got footage of him too.
I have workout footage and then
All right. Well, coming back off of those clips, man. So tell me a little bit more about your experience actually getting to play with the Revs. What life's been like on the road, and just how the experience and the level of play compares to what you became accustomed to on the semi-pro level.
Well, I really only played 2 games outside of the scrimmage against the Savages. Against the Duke City Gladiators, and then also against the Marshalls. Both of them. Yeah, we got 2 more wins, off season. But it's just those 2 games we played at home, and I really didn't get to go on the road. And it's kind of bummed out, but practice make perfect. So it's just as far as like the experience and the level of, I'll say like the experience level, the skill level. Yeah. So say it's some. Don't get me wrong, it's some cats in the semi-pro level that got some juice. That should. I feel like being on the pro level is just probably their mindset not there. Not as far as mindset like, yeah, I want to get to the pro. I want to be pro. Like I'm training every day. Yada yada yada. It's a whole another mindset outside of football mindset. But yeah, like as far as being on the Revs and playing against some of these dudes, they pro. I say that they pro, but
They human.
yeah, you just lined up against a dude, and if you put in that work, put in that training, it's like, who can stop you? Like, if you really know, especially if you got that mental, that dog mentality, man, you shouldn't be stopped. You shouldn't be touched. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, it's another game as far as like skill wise, but at the same time, it's like, it's not, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Duke City, whenever I used to get in arguments with people talking about who's good, who's not good on the semi-pro level, and I tell, like, for anybody who plays against me, there's going to be a course of the game whispering in your ear, bro, you suck, you trash. It's going to happen. But the reason I really believe that I be saying that when I believe it is because when I played against Duke City, man, they had this dude play defensive end. And the only way I can describe it's like this dude swam around me. He was just swimming in air. I just seen white gloves tugging at my shoulder. It'd be like the game was going in slow motion. Like, if I could just get this left foot back on the ground, I could stop him. He gone. It's all. So I definitely understand, some of y'all got juice, but then it's another level of the juice. But before we get to this commercial break, I just want to ask you, so speaking of that moment, that was the moment where I realized when I was playing with the Stealth and we were doing that little BS tour, like, okay, these boys on a different level over here at Duke City. So when did you have that moment with the Revolution? Like, boom, hey, this is different.
I say really in practice, man. We have a lot of good receivers. We got Clint Solomon. We have a dude named Striker on there. Also Jarrell, Ladon. A lot of good cats. Blimp. We got a lot of good people. And it's just man, Ladon got that speed for you. Like he got that open up and go get it. And then Solo he take his time with it. So it's like you gotta be patient guarding him because he'll beat you that quick. Like he'll look at you the whole way, just run his route, look at you, boom, catch the ball, and it's just like he make you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? But he did a couple of catches like that. But yeah, it started in practice, man. Like I feel like we already got the best receiving core in the league. So yeah, now we got T-Man at the helm. So we about to make some things shake. Yeah, T-Man, Fireworks, Mr. Fireworks himself. Mama favorite play, all that. yeah.
All right, man. Hey, oh yeah, I always do. I do this before it gets too late, man. Shout out to Gucci Man. That's my new thing. Shout out to Gucci Man. But we'll be right back after this short commercial break. Semi-Pro Live. It's Channing Humphrey. We're back with you live, Semi-Pro Life. Let's get more onto the life portion of Semi-Pro Life, man. I want to ask you guys a couple questions about your personal life, home life, career, just so we can get to know you guys a little bit better as men and people, well, members of the community. But Preston, man, we'll start with you, man. Tell us about your home life, man. How many kids you got? You married? Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, man, just got married January 21st or 25th. My bad, 25th. I had my son February 21st. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, man, it's a good thing. It's a great thing. Actually, done really calm me down as far as being out there. But yeah, it don't really calm me down. Yeah, yeah. So it's a blessing, got me to really just focus on family and football, you know what I mean, instead of like her football. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a real good thing, real good blessing for me.
What's the name of your kid?
Oh, Preston Jr. Yeah, had to make it a junior, man. Have make him a Junior Deuce. Yeah.
What's going on your end, man? I see
All right.
the hardware.
Yeah, you know, baby, I'm strong in the game, baby. So shout out to my wife. So I am married. Got 5 beautiful children, ranging from 9 to 8 months. So yeah, daddy was working. Shout out to my wife, Miss Anderson. Yeah, very fruitful and multiplied. But yeah, man. Yeah, I've been married 3 years, and I love my wife, man. My wife, that's my motivation, man. She really inspired me and pushed me to do what I do, man. Like, it was so many days to where it was like it should have been just me and her. And she was like, go out there and grind. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to get. So go. Like, I'm literally leaving now. I'm like, baby, I can spend time with you. I can make time with you. And she's like, man, just go. Like, I know you need to grind. Do what you got to do. You got a goal. You got something set. And I'm standing behind you. Like, we in this. And you my ride or die. So, yeah. Shout out to my wife for that.
Yeah. So, just wondered, how tall is your wife, man? We might need to buy some stock in these kids. She tall, man. Yeah.
Shorter than me. So
All right, okay. Well, they gonna be about the same. They still be some ballers though.
With heels on.
They got directions now. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure that these new ones don't start at 15, so they're gonna be all the way in college. You know what I'm saying? We going scholarships. We looking for the new Andersons. All right, but when the tall one come on to buy some stock in that one, though, real talk. But man, talking about the other thing. Well, hey, we always want to do the shout outs to the churches, man. So if you need to shout out your church, make sure you do that. So talk to us a little bit about your off the field activities, any philanthropy that you're involved in, and we also you guys saw the logo run across the screen a little bit earlier. I want you guys get a chance to talk about your nonprofit and what it's about and what you guys are doing in the community.
All right. Yeah, so we're co-partners in Motivated by Grace. Like you said, nonprofit organization. We go out into the inner city youth, talk with them. We're actually having what is it? Community outreach, yeah, coming up here in a few weeks. So we'll be going out, helping with the homeless, doing maybe
Stay tuned. We'll post some more information on the dates.
100. Yeah, doing that. And yeah, man, we just really our main goal is to give back. That's the main goal, because without us, I say without the children, there'll be no us. And before us, we know we had somebody that we looked up to. So it's just hand down. That's one of the main things. Yeah, positive role models. One of the main things. One of our friends, Angel, had told us to just pay it forward. So that's one of the main things that we're gonna be carrying around, just paying it forward. Main thing.
Go ahead. All right. So Motivated by Grace. Motivated by Grace started, a little bit of it came from high school. I had a coach named Winston Duke. Coach Duke had he started a program for single household mothers, and I was one of the first ones to start this program with him. And basically what we would do is we would get together, and we would just congregate, have conversations, pray for each other, talk about football days back when the class of like 70 and 60, like we had some old school cats, and they were pretty much like our big brothers. They mentored us. Well, what I did was, after high school, I took that and I carried it into adulthood, and I started Motivated by Grace. Motivated by Grace is basically an organization that I started, and what we do is we're a nonprofit. We go into inner city communities and we teach children, don't let your situation be a destination. You don't have to be the product of your environment, but you can come back and be the product for your environment. And so what we do is we use this platform that we have playing football, whether it's semi-pro, pro, whatever it is. We use that platform and we take that and we go and we excel. We teach we teach students, like, you don't have to succumb to what's around you. You see a lot of D boys and you want to be the next rapper and you want to be the next Lil Wayne. Well, you can get an education and get a scholarship, and on top of that, you can get an opportunity to go play football D1, D2, or if you don't do that, you can do like I did and get blessed with the opportunity to play arena football. You know what I'm saying? I went the other route, and see, basically what we teach them is this is a backdoor grind. It's a lot of cats that we just saw at the draft. You know what I'm saying? We coming from the back door trying to get to where they getting to, and so you see a lot of guys that's in the NFL and the CFL. Well, we right there with them too, but the difference is the grind is a little bit harder, and we're a little bit more hungrier, as you can see, because there's a lot of cats in the semi-pro league, man, that can ball, and they should have been in the NFL or the CFL, but you know what I'm saying, due to certain situations and circumstances, they took their opportunity and put it in their 11-man team. So they've done some, you know, it's a great thing. I just want to say before we even go further, shout out to you, because you started this platform to be able to help players, you know what I'm saying, to be able to showcase what they can do and to interview them, and you know what I'm saying, this is a platform right here, so this is basically what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, you paying it forward, which is basically what we, like Preston said, we're taught by Angel, so pay it forward, man, and you'll see the greatness that comes out of it. So, and then also shout out to my pastor, my family at Testimony of Praise Top Ministry. My pastor did say he liked the he's from Ohio, so he said he was real stoked when he saw that. So I saw his comment in the comment section, so I thought I'd go ahead and give him a shout out, even though, you know, I'm an OU fan, but I'm going to go ahead and let you have your moment. All right.
So he took your quarterback. So he took your quarterback. Yes, to be real close to Ohio State. Oh, man. Before we move on off of that, hey, where can we find the information and your website? If you guys have a phone number, any contact information. We got people watching at home, just in case they feel moved by what you guys are doing. I want to be able to get in contact with you.
Yeah, you can contact Carter or myself, Facebook, you know, Instagram, whatever you follow us on, friends with us on. My number is 469-289-8038. Not for the females.
Exactly. Had to throw that in there. Married gang, you know. And then also right on. And then also mine is 972-261-9519. I had to think about it. I had a brain fart for a minute, but I'm glad I caught that. And then also we're working on an app. We're developing an app to put on Google Play, and then also our website. We're getting ready to finish it up, but it will be mbgathletics.com, and so be on the lookout for that as well. And then with our event, like Preston said, in a couple of weeks, we will. You can look on our page, Carter Anderson, or follow Preston Paulson, and we'll be able to. On Semi-Pro Live, exactly. Semi-Pro Live will have our information, so just follow them, and as well, they'll have all the information up on their site too, so just stay tuned and be on the lookout.
Can other semi-pro players get involved, volunteer with you guys?
Now, man, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate all the work you guys are putting into the community, and really that's something that we always need to focus on as semi-pro players. It's not about us and our recreational football or us trying to get to the next level. It's about what legacy we're leaving for the young men who are going to come into this game after us. So always be mindful of that. But as he was saying, we will have the contact info. Anyone who's watching this and wants to help these two young brothers expand their organization, or if you know someone in need, or some young men who are in need of some mentorship in the DFW area, feel free to reach out to them, and we will post their information a little bit later on today. But to kind of ease off of that subject for a little bit, I just want to go ahead and... Yeah, you guys know I'll be messing up on this. Oh. Now, I don't even have a phone or anything. Forget you, J-Bo. All right? You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it professional. You know what I'm saying? Forget you, J-Bo. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, bro. It's bright lights. You know, I be doing extracurricular activities. It's hard, J-Bo. You over here judging people. But, hey, Carter losing weight, man. He training every morning. He losing weight, man. He losing weight. Chill out. But anyway, man, On to the next subject. We were talking about the Texas Power. Jamal Dean, he's graduated from just being a team owner to making his own splash with the Fast 8, man. So we want to just know what your plans are for this summer. If you guys have any teams that have reached out to you, because, you know, you got a little bit more popular now that somebody paying you. Or or are you guys going to, you know, test your luck, man, enter the draft and see who needs you? But just give us a little bit more information on what we can expect from you this summer.
Personally, I've had a couple teams reach out. I don't know yet. Which one, but I think I have my mind on one. Not two. I don't know. I think I have my mind on one. But it's just gonna see how that pans out and see what's up. You know. I can't. Just know they in Texas. I say that.
Yeah, and then same thing for me as well. I've had a couple of teams reach out to me. My interest is still highly in Texas Power because that was my home. That's where I started. That was my boys. And then Jamal and Coach Chris Rollins and John Daniels, they run a excellent organization. You know, no matter what goes on behind the scenes, it's what they put out in the public sees. You know what I'm saying? They have a beautiful organization as far as I'm concerned. And in a little bit, I had 2 other teams hit me up outside of the summer league that's still playing in the AAL. So I might look into that as well just to see where that takes me. So, you know, I'm just trying to take opportunity, man, and use that, like I said, and use that platform to reach out many people as I can. So, yeah, just be on the lookout, though, because wherever I'm at, you better know I'm coming full force. So it don't matter.
I just want to say one thing. Coach Chris. Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right. And furthermore, before I let you go, man, you know, we always got to give everybody a chance to get the shout outs, man. Anybody who got left out, anybody who you forgot to give some credit to or thank you to. I guess I thank you, Bo. We appreciate it. I got that out the way for y'all, so now y'all ain't got to. But we're going to go ahead and just let you guys get your little final shout-outs out, man. And if this was Decent Samira, I'd say what you want on your rainbow. But, you know, if y'all want to put me on a segment of your show or give me some money, you know, Semi-Pro Live. You put Semi-Pro in on Facebook, we the first thing to put up. But anyway, here goes Preston, man, and here goes Carter.
Man, first and foremost, I want to give a big shout-out to the Most High God. Without him, you know, and none of this would be possible. Anything in life wouldn't be possible, you know. Second, I want to give a shout out to my wife. Third, to my son. To my Trisonica Paulson, Jamaica, aka Munchie. Yeah, she been here for about 6 years now, from straight out of Jamaica. Straight out, yeah. Yeah, man.
he said he knew what he prayed for when he
hey,
asked
that's
the Lord
it.
to send
Hey,
him
when I tell you exactly what I prayed for, man. Hey, step by step instructions, like
Out here just living the dream.
man, like it's so far. Yeah, man. Then also give a shout out to my son, like I said, Junior. To my moms, all the family. Give a shout out to my dog Justin, to my bro Justin. Also to everybody on the Savages, you know, everybody on the Revs. Everybody on the Revs, especially Clint Solomon, as well as Frankie Solomon Jr. You know, them two really helped me along the way as far as taking my game to that next level. So yeah, come to mentally as well. Also, Coach Angel, you know, he did get me into the door as far as with the Revs. You know, I'll give a shout out to Bo as well for having her fingers in it, and you know, letting me be able to showcase my talent on that platform. You know, so yeah, man, Oh, also my dog Rico, man. I can't live out Rico. Juan Reeves, man. That's my brother, man.
All right, so this is y'all get ready, get your ears ready. So I want to give a shout out to my wife. Y'all also follow her. She's an esthetician with Yofi Aesthetics. Shout out to my pastor. Like I said, I'll say it again. At Top Ministry, Testimony and Praise. And then also, I just seen a few people pop up on the screen too. My cousin Carrington and Ashley Brown. Give them a shout out. They have a huge podcast where it's called Dating with Purpose on YouTube. So follow them. They love talking about married couples and just bringing God and Christ into relationships. And so I will say that they are amazing people. And then also give a shout out to my mom and my godfather, who I call my dad because that's my dad. You know what I'm saying? Robert and Carla. So give a shout out to them. And like I said, I'm going to say it one more time. Shout out to my wife because, without you, I'm nothing. And without God, I'm nothing. So I'm glad that he made you from my rib so I can spend the rest of my life with you. And that's about it right now. And then everybody else that support me, everybody that support Motivated by Grace, and everybody that support everything that me and Preston are doing, I give a shout out to y'all because y'all are the reason why our business is continuously growing and increasing in everything that we do. So, thank y'all. I'll make one more shout out.
Man, I can't believe I forgot. I ain't really forget, but shout out to my brother, man, Christopher Latimer. All the way from Mesquite. He out in Mesquite right now, man. Been here since day one. Very first friend whenever I moved to Texas from Michigan. I was born in Michigan, by the way. Yeah. That's all like, go Big Blue, man. I came in, I was like, man, I can't even do it, bro. You got the Ohio State. But no, man, I just want to say go Big Blue. Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Chris.
All right, man. This has been a great episode. I'm definitely going since you guys can fill up a whole segment without me having to jump in too much, you'll definitely be back. You'll be updating on your work with your nonprofit coming forward in the future. I'd like to thank everybody who took the time to watch us today. And also want to do a big thank you to our sponsor, Ava Humphrey with Beam Real Estate. If you're looking for a new place, rental property, if you're looking for a new home, or if you're just looking to expand your portfolio for your retirement, hey, she's here for you. Her number is 817-939-8183. Again, that number is 817-939-8183. Beam Real Estate, finding the home of your dreams. See you guys next time.